Hello, Chestatee families, and welcome to the Facebook Friday show. We are here talking and getting ready for next week and a lot of excitement in the building with our holiday parties. We're on location in Mr. Boyd's office, so hello, Mr. Boyd.
Good morning, Miss Killingsworth. How are you today?
I am great. Glad it's Friday. We are making it through this week.
We sure are. Hey, and I'm excited to be on Facebook Friday.
Yes, talking about our parties and a couple of things going on for safety this week. So let's talk about the sign-in process.
Absolutely. So we expect a lot of visitors next week. In fact, we really want a lot of visitors. It's great to have parents come out to the building. In order to speed up the process of checking in the mornings on those party days, what we're going to do is send an email out through your homeroom teacher, and it's going to have a Google link on there. So very similar to what we do for high flyers and other events. So once you sign up on that Google Doc, that's going to allow us to go ahead and print your ticket, your visitor pass. That way when you come in the morning, you can avoid the line. Just let the ladies know that, hey, I went ahead and pre-registered. They'll have a tag there for you. Make sure you put your tag right up here in the front so everybody can see that you're a registered visitor. Now, there are some times where the visitor badge doesn't print, and that is whenever you're not in our system. So if you've never come in, you've never scanned your ID badge, you'll want to have that ready for you on the day of the party, because we'll have to scan that in our system to make sure that you are safe to be inside the building.
You got it. And that's something I see a lot of times with grandparents who come to visit. Maybe it's their first time. If they're not in our system, then they'll need to go to the office, and Miss Donna will help them very quickly. Not a problem. The other thing that we see is if you sign up on the Google Doc, but you don't put your name as it is on the license, sometimes we can't find it. And when they send it out, if you've done it like just the night before, sometimes we'll miss it. So don't worry if you have pre-registered and you come in and we don't have your tag. You'll just step in the office, and that'll be super fast.
So always safety first.
Always safety first. So Mr. Boyd said, have it right here. Staff members will actually stop and say, hey, did you get a visitor pass if we notice that you don't have one? My husband was here for High Flyers the other day. He had his underneath his jacket. It wouldn't stick to his jacket. I stopped him and said, hey, you got to have this right here. So it's just we like to know who's in the building and have that all in our system for safety of the children.
It's going to be a great time.
It will be a lot of fun. We're looking
Kids are
forward to
really excited.
Yes. And we had a huge parking change this week.
We did. Big shout out, first of all, to
goodness.
the morning car line
Yes.
drivers. So, we sent out a message on Monday saying we'd make some changes. And those changes were all centered around student safety.
Yeah.
So that's the number one reason why we make changes to the car line. And you may not have even seen it based on the time frame that you came through in the morning, but everybody made that right-hand turn, and actually things have been very smooth the last 2 mornings. So we're always watching that. Anytime you see something unsafe in the car line, please let us know.
Yeah.
That's what we ask our teachers to do and our kids to do. 2 areas that we know that we're looking at right now. One is the exit to the car line, where first, thank you, parents, for being very cautious when you get to the end of the car line. We know we've got a few cars that need some assistance, and you are actually allowed to pass right there. So we're looking at how we can make that a little bit clearer to you all and safer for everybody. The other piece that has come up from our parents actually is some concern about parking out on the main road, and that is certainly an area that we're looking at as well. And so as we figure some things out, we'll let you guys know what change will be made out there as well.
You got it. It has been a work in progress. We've been working on it.
It has. We're always looking at that and always making sure student safety is the first thing that we look at.
Absolutely. And sometimes it comes up, why did we make the changes from last year?
Sure.
With our car line, with having a shorter sidewalk area and just the one door.
Absolutely. So those 2 changes kind of came about from the end of the year. We had an outside group come in and do a little evaluation of our school safety. Inside the building, outside the building, down at the recess area, and one of the things that came up as a top concern is that when we have that many doors open in the morning, that is a safety issue. So the recommendation of that committee was to only have 1 opening point. So that's what we did. That's why we closed all those other doors. In doing so, The next safety concern that came up was, well, do we really want kids to be dropped off on the far side of the building and have to walk all the way around on the sidewalk while cars are moving?
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things that our teachers have told us about that are out there on duty is that the lighting on that side of the building is very poor. So that poor lighting, safety concerns, shortened entryway, we went ahead and closed that car line down to a little smaller section. So that's why all those changes happened.
Yeah. So good to know, and work in progress, like we said. So we're continuing to make it better and faster and safer always. So definitely reach out to us if you see other things that we could work on to make the car lane safer. Lots of cars going through there. Love seeing those people out there both morning and afternoon and waving. That's fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So next week is going to be a great week. We've got parties going on, and we have staggered them. Each grade level has their own specific time to help with parking when we have all those visitors. And Thursday is going to be a fake snow day, so the students are invited to wear their jammies. Teachers and parents coming in the building can wear their jammies too, but we are going to practice that. It's learning. Should we have a snow day this year and an inclement weather day and have to stay home? So it's going to be such a fun week. We are really looking forward to it. And thanks for helping us to make Chestatee great. Thanks for all your feedback, and thanks for making us safe. We'll see you real soon.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.